So today I'm going to be doing a makeup room tour. I actually just did a post about this last week on my blog. If you want to read about it, you can go ahead and jump over to my website. I'll link that down below. It is a closet. We didn't have the space that we're used to when we moved into our new house, so we kind of just improvised. IKEA was our very best friend in doing so, and if you want to see what exactly we got and how we kind of like pieced it all together, you can go ahead and read all of that in that post. Today I just wanted to go through and show you kind of how everything is organized, how it looks once I got everything in there, because on that post I did just show pictures with it completely empty. This is really just my starting point. There's so much more I want to do with this. I am a huge Jeffree Star and Jaclyn Hill fan, and as an idea from my very best friend, I actually plan on taking all of the Jeffree Star mirrors and kind of throwing them in there. It adds a nice pop of color because everything is very white and clean and crisp, just like I like it. So yeah. And I definitely have not even close to the amount of makeup that I want. I've kind of taken a break from buying in the last year just because of life. So that will definitely be expanded. I already know where I really want to put everything. So if you want to see what all I have, just stay tuned. So just starting out, I got this awesome little pegboard. Like I said, it was from IKEA, just like everything else. Even these little cups, they just pop right off and then pop right in. I'm sure most people would put pins in them. I use them for all of my brushes. There are tons. I got Morphe among everything else. And then I have my two Morphe palettes. They're a little messy. And of course, my Jaclyn Hill. My lovely husband. Bracelet, my clips for my hair, because I do also do my hair here. My little headband that I use to push my hair on my face. Guys, it's from Walmart, but it's probably the best smelling candle I've ever seen. I got all of my foundations. Pretty much everything in here is what I use the most is in the front. My current favorite is the Maybelline 24 Hour. It is definitely full coverage. I very rarely need any concealer when I use it. The Tarte and then the Too Faced Born This Way were my favorite, but they both really get into my pores and make my face very oily. So I'm not a big fan of using them by themselves. The Tarte actually is what I use to kind of carve out my eyebrows. None of these I actually use straight out. I actually mix most of mine together because no one shade really suits me, and the cosmetologist in me just knows that mixing things you get more of a personalized shade. I have my face oil. This Superfood facial oil is probably, oh my god, it's amazing. It smells so good, and it's a nice little, it calms me down. It's very soothing. And my Cover FX glitter drops, and then my e.l.f. setting spray. In the first drawer, I have eyeshadow. Well, more eyeshadow. I have all of my Naked palettes. My Blood Sugar, unfortunately, that's all I have right now. I have my Anastasia Dip Brow. Anyways, sorry for that cutout. My husband is loud. Anyways, so I have my dip brows. I don't really use them too much anymore. I find that they dry out a lot, and you can add oil and make them better, but at this point it's just becoming more work than anything. I actually use a lot of eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadows, and it kind of just gives me more of the look I'm looking for. If you have any recommendations, shoot them my way, because think I'm about done with those. Got my little singles, mostly e.l.f. and NYX, and then I had never heard of this brand until I started getting BoxyCharm, which I need to start back up again. This Pretty Vulgar, it's eyeliner pot, and it is amazing. It goes on so smooth, way more so than anything I've ever used. I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. I use it, but besides the one foundation that I don't ever use, that's really all I have from her. Yeah, and then I have my Pure face palettes, and then a few other small ones. These are all from my BoxyCharm. Back here, I pretty much just have things. My best friend gifted me this a few years ago for Christmas, as well as a few things back there. People would just buy me makeup at this point because, well, they know me. Over here, I have the stuff that I use most or just won't fit other places. I have no idea where this is from. This was actually gifted for me, but this is probably the best contour I've ever had. Obviously, I use it all the time. A highlight, not so much, just because it's not blinding enough. Sorry, I'm a Jeffree Star user, and it's pretty much all I use every day, but this I use every second of my life. My Subculture palette, I am dying to get to every other palette, definitely the latest one. More Jaclyn Hill. I actually got this from a makeup class that I took when I was in cosmetology school. Probably the most wasted money I've ever spent. I didn't really learn much because they only taught us tricks on how to use their brand, and I'm not very fond of their brand. But this is very useful to mix my foundations and lip colors on. My Juvia's Place, love this palette. It is absolutely beautiful. Highlights, and then I have my other palette, which I don't really use that much. There's a lot of fallout with that, and it's just, the transfer isn't really that easy, or, Lord, doesn't work that well. I have my cute little mirror. I actually just got this at a convention I went to with some lash stuff that I bought because I do lashes now, and then I do hair at home. Got my eyebrow razors. I don't wax my brows. I only razor them. I'm very anal about them, so I don't want anyone else touching them. And a few other things. This is actually for nails, but I use it to mix foundation. And up here, I have all of my lip product. Yeah, a little KKW, a lot of NYX, some drugstore, a little Anastasia, MAC, Revlon, more NYX, and then some Tarte. And I do have a Kat Von D. Is that Kat? Yes, and a Kat Von D. My Jeffree Star is actually all in my purse because I carry it around with me and change my lipstick throughout the day. Then some body sprays. This stuff, y'all. People pretty much just buy me like multiple bottles every year because I'm afraid they're gonna sell out or stop selling it, and it is my favorite smell. And then this drawer. I love this thing, but the only downfall I will say is the drawers don't come out that far. So in this drawer I have, this is just a contour. I got this is not Ofra stuff that's in here. It's just the magnetic thing so that I can put my singles in. I actually can't remember what brand these all are. I don't use this one too much. Really just if I can't get to that one. So I have my e.l.f. brow powder, my Tarte bronzer. This is alright. It's not my favorite. It has some bronzer and blush in there, but the blush is very glittery. I only have 2 concealers right now because I haven't gotten my Jeffree Star yet. This Tarte highlighter is actually really nice. And then I only use one mascara. Very particular about mascara. And this Double Decker is amazing. And have all my Too Faced blushes back there, Too Faced highlighter, all of my brow stuff, lash and brow serum, blushes. I'm not too picky about blushes. I really just use this out of convenience. See, even their packaging, Pretty Vulgar's packaging is beautiful. Jeffree Star, ignore those, I need to wash them. My beauty blenders, setting powder, and then my primers. Everything is still, you know, whatever I use the most is in the front. This stuff is my favorite, obviously, which is why it's almost gone. And then this is a close second. I don't use this at all. I just don't ever throw out makeup. This does not really do much for me. I don't like how it feels, and it always just makes my makeup slide around. This palette though, it works amazing for correcting unwanted shades, so I use that pretty much every day. And then because, you know, I am a hairstylist, so I put quite a lot into my hair. I have this whole other section. This I actually pull out because if I don't, I can't open the side drawer. So I just have hair ties, rubber bands, lots of bobby pins. One of my high school friends actually gave me a bunch of these before I left and moved up here. I love these. They're absolutely adorable. I have my hairspray. This Direct Flight is what I mentioned in my last video. It is amazing and it just smells so good. I've been using a lot of Diva Curl because I've been trying to grow my hair, so I want to wear it more naturally, and it is amazing. I'm not a fan of the Ultra Defining Gel just because it does make my hair feel gross, and I only wash my hair once a week. And then at that same convention, I just picked up some of the Guy Tang hair lube, and it's actually really nice. I kind of apply it if I'm going natural or if it's like a second day hair, and it adds a little extra shine. And then I just have all my combs and a few more Diva Curl packages that I picked up. They're just free samples. And then this stuff, guys. I picked this up at Walmart and it works so well. I have really bad red spots and dark spots, and this actually is starting to work. And then just my hairbrush. I am a fan of all things rose gold. I actually just picked up a whole new clipper set for hair at the convention, and they were rose gold. So I just have my curling rod, my curling irons, my hair straightener, the blow dryer. I actually do not use this on my hair. I very rarely heat style my hair, and I never blow dry. This is actually kind of just not even for my hair. If I do like curls and I set them, I'll put this on the cool setting and I'll use that to set my hair. Or if I'm like trying to do a crazy look or something and have glitter or glue, it dries it a little faster because I'm impatient. And then just on that bottom, I have hair extensions, which I don't even use anymore. I actually got those for the wedding, and my hair was less blonde than it is now, and so now they don't really blend in my hair. My mirror, my makeup bag that I use when I travel, cotton rounds, and then a few barber things because I do cut my husband's hair at home, and then just deodorant and aspirin because I sit here so long that I get headaches. So yeah, that's it.